Hi, my name is Daria Novoliantceva, and I'm a professor in technology and applied composition at the San Francisco Conservatory of Music. I think my teaching style, how would I describe it? First of all, I always ask a student, what do they want from me? Like, how can I help? What are we going to work this semester or this year? And then when we start working, I see if there any way I can challenge them as well. I'm a very direct person. They need to hear some critique. For every of my students, I hope I can help them to find out who they are, what kind of musicians they are, what kind of composers they are. And of course I want to teach them many styles of music and to work with different types of clients, but after all, this is what they're going to do for the entire life. So I want them to feel comfortable about like what kind of artists they are and be unique and be confident. All right, Joi.
Hi.
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 So nice to see you.
Nice to see you.
How is it going?
It's going good.
Okay.
I've been working on the string orchestration for this opening piece for the show that I'm working on.
Okay.
And this is a longer piece, so if we could just take it like section by section. I know there's some of it that I feel better about than others, but maybe I can just play.
So that's the same piece as you brought last time?
This is the same as last time, and then I just deleted basically all of the old strings and just wanted to try again.
Did you change the form?
Is
Is it still this, there's a small section with the vocals
Yes, there's this
there?
small section with the vocals that I left, and I kept the form for now, but I don't know if I'm fully happy with it. I think that it needs some like finessing with the transitions between them.
Right, right.
But I kind of want to just like nail down the sections of orchestration before I do that.
Sure.
Okay.
So you want to go section by section, as for now,
Yeah,
for
I
us
think
to
so.
listen
I
to.
think that'd
Okay,
be
then
good.
I have to understand what's going on the stage.
Okay, so this is the opening of the show, and it's a wedding at the beginning, and then there's this halfway through where our main character realizes that she's unhappy in this, and in her relationship, in her marriage, and then this is like the whole setting up of finding the letters that she finds.
You know what I
So-
find very helpful for me when I work on the longer length piece is to use markers to specify the sections.
Oh.
Yeah, and then it's easier for me as well because I don't know the piece that
Yep.
well, the play. So maybe we can put little markers.
Okay, that's a good idea.
Here and there. Let's see. There you go.
I have 0
here.
markers.
Well, that's fine.
So-
We always can create more markers if I found them.
I think...
Track, yes, track, global tracks, and then show marker.
Ah, okay.
So that's the wedding, right? So
Yes.
let's just wedding, and then can you specify the section when
Yes.
she realizes
This
that something is
is-
wrong?
It's gonna be kind of like halfway through. I'm
Okay.
just gonna guess for now without listening.
Mhm.
And just something is wrong.
Mhm.
And then this is when she's finding the letters somewhere in this area-ish.
So her finding the letters, I just want to clarify, is a very important event that is changing the whole story for her.
Yes.
Because the letters that she finds, then it will affect her decisions.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Oh, and you said to bring in that theme.
Yeah.
So I did do that. Actually, I did change the form a little bit so that when you hear that theme that's like throughout the rest of the show, it's this first time when she's finding the letters. So it's like,
Great.
yeah.
Okay. And then what happens after that?
And then the story of what's going on in the letters is happening on stage in front of her. So that's what's going on in this section is these characters are starting to come to life from the letters.
From the letters. Okay. So this is a flashback. This is the
It's kind
past.
of her like reading the. Oh yes, yeah.
Yeah.
What's happening in the letters is from the past, but it's
Right.
it's like as if she's witnessing it But yes, the character.
So
is
the
from
music
past.
has to change here because it's going to the past, right? Is it?
Yeah,
Okay.
we'll find out. You're
let's-
saying it, I'm like,
Well, we'll see. I
don't know
just
if I
want
did
to
it.
know what's going on. Let's put the marker there,
Okay.
like a flashback or like going to the past or something like that, so that I understand the form too.
yes. So, from the past.
Because as
Second.
I understand, the whole scene is pretty long, and then it's a concert music.
Yep.
So that's why we have to.
Yes, this one's like one of the longer. It's not like like in like a pop song or like a singer-songwriter type of song form like the rest of them. This is like a whole exposition piece, so it's pretty...
which makes it a little bit harder because when you have lyrics, it actually forms your music.
Yeah.
Because you can go from the form of the lyrics
Right.
and have like verse or chorus. You see the climax there, right? But this one is more like this music has to be more theatrical.
Yeah.
I guess. Okay,
It's been the hardest one for me for sure.
Okay, let's
You
take
wanna
care of
play?
this.
Okay.
Still the wedding. Everything is good yet?
Yeah.
Wait, can I stop for a moment?
Sure.
So I feel that the whole section is kind of the same thing.
Yeah.
Like one mood.
Mhm.
So I feel like this one could be.
That's
It feels
what the
like this
marker-
one is something wrong. Yes.
Yeah.
So there is something wrong with the marker right now. For sure. Okay. Yes, because it just never changes.
Yeah.
I mean, there is a little bit of development, which is great. But for sure, this is the same mood happening. And I was gonna ask you about this wonderful. I really like this element here. What do you think it means in your music? What is the, because you
The
repeats it
vocal.
twice. Yeah.
Like the,
Is it some kind of leitmotif that you're gonna use? Could it be
I
like?
haven't really thought.
Well,
too
let
much
me
about
give you an
that, so-
idea. You already have one leitmotif.
Yep.
The one is like da da da, right?
yeah.
So how about that leitmotif can be, we're going to the past, or like this is the latter's leitmotif, and the E is her leitmotif. It's her
Nice.
like she doesn't know herself yet,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So maybe that's, you know what I believe is that
that's
when
nice.
you write and when you work with the same material over and over again, when you think about the play, you might not even know it, but you already have an idea for your leitmotif. This is
Yeah.
subconscious thing that's happening for all of us, even when we procrastinate as well, right? So the work is happening. So I think the character of this is very unsettling, and it's very like, it's very special.
Yeah.
It's very short, very simple, like a music logo, which is great because
Yeah.
it's very easy to remember, right?
Mhm.
So that could be your instrument for the future. Every time you're
Cool.
coming back to her, or you're coming back to her being uncertain about things.
Yeah, that's great.
You can use it, and then you can also reorchestrate it,
I'm gonna write it down.
rearrange it, make slightly, so like you can leave one element, such as your voice, right, and then slightly change the harmony, and it still will work,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. It's still
Or
like you catch on to it.
You leave the harmony and you arrange it for strings. Right, so it can be changing, but it still have to be recognizable. And also, I think it should change, by the end, I don't actually remember what's happening in the end. If she's changing,
we've changed it so many times.
yeah. So what? So it's her wedding. She feels something wrong. Then she finds the letters.
Yes.
And then she reads the story in the letter, which helps her to understand who she is.
Yeah.
So what happens in the end? What
Of
is
the whole story.
Yeah. What is the happy end or sad end for her?
It's a happy ending for her.
So she decided to be with
the person that she actually does love.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now you can also use this and in the end change it somehow so it sounds more like yay.
Yeah.
Right.
That's great.
Not sad. This one sounds kind of almost
like a little
sad.
spooky.
Yeah, spooky, but not Halloween spooky, which is good.
Which is coming up later.
Because it's October, right? Great. Now,
yes, I'm just making sure I write these notes down and that they make sense to me for later. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yeah, let's just grab the this section for now and like, look at strings or some arrangement. I think it sounds better. I think you're struggling a little bit with like expression of strings, you know, like mod wheel and stuff.
Oh my gosh, Daria, like I cannot. This BBC is driving me nuts.
Okay, let's see. Maybe I can help you.
Please.
Do you want to open MIDI and like
sure, you
take
can
a look?
see what I've tried to do. It's been a desperate attempt.
Yeah, I see you're using some.
So I have
controllers.
And I have the leader and then the full. Like I've even done.
Oh, you layer
more
them?
than I normally do, but.
Or they play in different things.
They're playing the same thing, so that it's like you have the violin, one leader, and then you have the group, and same with all of the rest of them.
And then you bounce them together?
I bounce these together.
So violin, one leader, BIP2 is two MIDI tracks together?
Yeah, it's just the violins, and then I bounce the violin twos. I separated the bounce for like the pizzicatos though.
So what is the issue with BBC?
I don't know. Well, this has BBC, so actually maybe it will load. Should we try?
No.
Okay.
let's. I mean, it
Do you want to just solo
Let's
the
just
strings?
listen to audio. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like there's some weird
Maybe it's the
happening.
legato patch.
I think maybe it's a leader legato patch. I think that violin one legato in that library. It's it will sound better. I don't think you should use solo strings, even if you know you're gonna record solo strings.
Yeah.
Just for our reference, it's better when it sounds better, right?
Yeah,
so
I know.
I don't believe in. Well, I don't want to say it, but I don't think there are a lot of nice libraries for solo strings.
Yeah, it's been tricky.
So I think if you use the
just use these group ones.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so.
And not worry about like the. Okay.
No.
Okay.
It's just for a reference, or even like when you will be recording live strings for this project.
Yes.
It's even easier to mix it with the samples if you want to.
Right.
If you want to do sweetening.
Yeah. Yep. I think that's what we're gonna end up doing
Other than
anyway.
that,
So okay.
I mean, I feel that, like, you can also, I don't know, what is your workflow? Like, do you play every part, or do you sketch it on CBS?
I play every
or something?
part. Like, so I go in and I hum every line individually, and then
you hum it on your phone?
On my phone. Like, I play it with this, like I'll push play, and then I'll hum along to it, and then I go back and I do each line, and I like listen and then memorize it on piano because I don't play piano.
That's actually a very cool way to do it, because I always think that I always tell every student that it's that your instrument and your body is very connected.
Yeah.
So I always tell Colin, why don't you play it on violin or whatever, right? Because he plays violin, and I think that your instrument, your voice. Yeah. So it's much easier for you to be more expressive if you use your voice. Yeah. And also it's you build a phrase very naturally, right? So I think it's a very good idea. So I feel like maybe cellos or violas are a little bit quiet in this mix. Okay. And it might be expression, like in a mod wheel. Yeah. Or it might be just volume. I mean, look, like this. Well, yeah, I'm not sure. Let's see.
Yeah, they're quiet.
Like I feel cello is not just quiet; it's also like
timid.
Very
too timid.
Yeah, very like. Well, we don't we don't have to do a perfect mock-up situation here because you're gonna record it.
Right.
But just for the reference, it's nice to have nice balance between them. Yeah, this.
That's crazy.
And then you hear the note, one of the notes in violins is kind of interrupting here. And you mentioned that you sing every part.
Yep.
And then you kind of memorize it and you play it on piano. And then you apply expression afterward. So, and then you mentioned in our private conversation that you sometimes having a problem that the low frequency, you hear them worse because you're soprano, and then you have some harmony issues sometimes. So one thing that I think I mentioned before is that one thing that can help you is to create a map of your chords. It's a chord chart, right? So you create a chord chart, and every time you have a doubt, you take a look and you're like, oh, it's G minor here. It means that I can use only these notes, G or B flat or D, usually on the downbeat, right? So you can have other notes, but they probably won't be on the downbeat. Yes. So it's because it's going to be passing tones. So that helps a lot. I mean, for me, I always do it. If I work on a song, you know, I showed you my Sibelius projects when I just write vocals and then I add chord chart, and after that I start working on my strings. Because every time I have a doubt, I'm like, oh, what is my harmony, right? So also I know that you're working with Ryan, who plays piano very well.
So
I mean, for Ryan, as a jazz player, it's super easy to just write chord charts for you. If you don't want to do it yourself.
That's true.
It's always nice to ask someone else. So let's listen again. Oh, it's pizzicato. I was like, who is this? What is this happening? Okay, so this is viola, and this is viola. So is it overdub?
Yeah, it would have to be overdub.
Okay. Let's listen to pizzicato real quickly. Oh, I cannot. Let me solo it. You see, like before that, before this measure, they all kind of playing harmonies and chords, right? And then all of a sudden, there are three instruments playing in unison, all of a sudden. So you were doing chords, and all of a sudden, there should be a reason for that. Maybe it's a special melody but overall, since we know we're going to record string quartet, maybe that's not the best idea to use a lot of unisons.
Intonation in that?
For intonation, but also, like, what is the reason? Right? If you just can have octave unison or just one instrument, right? Yeah, and sometimes cello is too quiet, sometimes cello is too loud. So I guess like just mixing them, making sure, because imagine a real string quartet, right? They're not gonna just play their line. And you know, you saw the string quartet on Sunday when we were recording. They listen to each other and they get the articulation from each other. So it's very rare when they play totally differently. Right. If they're professionals. Okay, let's listen to it with the piano. So what is the harmony in the piano? Let's see. It's just like, let's see, I lost my perfect pitch. B flat, right? B flat major. And then what is cello doing? For some reason, right, it's doing C. which is fine because it's additional second, right? So is this chord? Let me grab piano.
I think it's the first one. Yeah.
This one? No, this one.
That one. Sorry, the hidden tracks. Yeah.
It's a nice delay that we have. This chord is fine, right? But if I play it, so I put the second to my right hand and closer to the middle register. But if, let's say, if I put this note octave down and play it like this, then it sounds more dissonant.
Okay, yeah.
Right? The lower you put the dissonance, the more dissonant the sound.
Okay.
Okay. So if you want to put the C, which is totally fine, it should be somewhere in the middle, or even better,
In the top.
But if you have, it just sounds
Crunchier.
it just sounds crunchier and more dissonant. So
Yeah.
if you want to see,
Maybe put it in the violin.
maybe put it somewhere
Okay.
else. So I feel that pizzicato starts very sudden to me.
Okay.
I feel like the phrase should end, and then you
And then the pizzicato. should come
or
in.
you should try them from the very beginning.
Cool.
Like I
Yeah.
feel the phrase ends here. If you
that would
want
be
them,
nice.
yeah. Here's all fine. I love this. Okay, let's listen to strings here. So what is happening?
So the pizzicato is doing along with the piano.
Okay. Yeah, always be careful with pizzicatos because they will sound very loud and kind of intense
Like harsh.
if the velocity is high.
Okay.
So if your notes will look red or, well, they don't look, well, this one is yellow, right? So the yellow might sound harsh, you know? And let's see, I just want to play them. What is this cello doing? Anyone else is doing anything? Oh, the I was like, what is happening? I think the cello and viola, they don't quite work together. Wait. What is this? Yeah, I'm not sure. Do you hear it? Like little pom pom pom. Is it cello?
Oh, that one is.
Oh,
yeah,
I see.
It would be an overdub. I see.
I think so. Okay, so I think this beautiful melody that cello has requires our full attention.
Okay, so maybe no pizzicato there. It's
You
distracting.
can. I think just don't put it in the same range.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yep,
So don't. If you want. So cello is playing melody here, right? And then boom, 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 pizzicato somewhere there.
Oh, okay.
Like if you just mix them like this.
Yeah, it's gonna
like,
get muddy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I was not sure what I hear.
So I also have the I think the cello and the violin is doubled. Is that correct?
That's fine. They can play octave unison.
And then do you think maybe still just like the high pizzicato?
Yeah, the
then
low
the
one,
one's,
low
like,
one
making
is,
it
yeah.
muddy. Okay.
Maybe if they play an octave in the middle, they could be pizzicatos that work well with the piano accompaniment as well.
Yeah. Cool.
Okay, but it's a big progress still. Like, it's Yeah, it's like I'm like listening to this beautiful note and then yeah. Yeah, and then all of a sudden it's all like peaceful.
Yeah.
Right?
It's like stabbing you.
It's a wedding. Something is not wrong yet.
Right.
Nothing is wrong yet.
Right.
So, careful. Pizzicatos, I mean, they can sound loud for sure if they like do this.
If I still want that line in though, the like like going with the piano part in there.
Yeah.
Without it being like aggressive.
Yeah, just use less velocity.
Okay.
For pizzicato. So it could be like
lighter.
Could be
and higher. Yeah. Okay.
And basically, you can even do it easier. Like you hear the notes that Ryan plays on piano. Da da da. Just use the same notes.
Okay.
Da da do do do.
Yep.
Do do do. Yeah, it's
Should
super
I do
easy.
it at the same? Yeah, like at the same time, so it doesn't get too chaotic, right?
Yeah, like. Sorry, let's do this. Do do do. Or more often if you want, or like. Do do do. Do do do. Do do do. Do do do. It doesn't have to be complicated, and it gives nice space. Pizzicatos are pretty, and then you have the space for your melodies.
Great.
The duo of cello and violin. Now, overall, also, when you do overdubs like this, you have, let's say you have string quartet, right? And you want to have some shorts and some longs. I would try to avoid to have shorts at the same register, long notes. Like, what's the point?
Right.
Like, if you imagine, why do we do overdubs overall? Sometimes we do it because we don't have enough instruments, right? But we usually, or like we can, I don't know, record things twice to have it louder, but I don't like this idea. It's weird.
Yeah.
It's the same instruments, right? So I think that, especially in the lower register, be careful to put the longs and shorts in the same range.
Okay.
Because in real life, you would, if you have 8 instruments, like you would probably not do it. Right. So the other reason why we have overdubs is because it's easier to mix.
Right. Okay. Great.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
great.
it just doesn't make sense if we have like a long note D, and then someone else is playing D, like what's the point?
Right.
Yeah.
Cool.
Like this. Now I hear like violin playing da 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 da. Let's listen. Again, long note, and then shorts are playing around it. Why not go with a long note, maybe octave upper, right? Or in interval. It's like you're limited with this one note, where you can go intervals or you can go octave upper.
Okay.
Now I cannot, I cannot enjoy the shorts, and I cannot enjoy the longs
because they're on top of each other.
Because they're just like playing together. And then let's see. Oh, my question was about the shorts. So you play them one bar, right? And then you're done. I was like, they're so fun, and then they just ended.
Okay.
So why did you use it in the, like, in the first place? I was like, oh, nice, it's developing.
Yeah, no, I don't know. I don't have an answer.
No, that's why I'm here.
Maybe
they can continue, like.
Okay.
Because where are we going? We're going to the end of this phrase.
End of the phrase, yeah.
Right? If you start doing them, then keep going.
Okay.
Because one measure is like, oh, I'm sorry, I made a mistake here. I'm not gonna play it anymore, right?
So should
This feeling.
I do, like when I keep that like rhythmic going, then should that be in place of the longs?
I mean,
or
your
should I
longs
have
are
both?
already no, they're already going up to the register. So you have this middle register to work with shorts if you
Great.
want.
Yep. Okay.
And another thing that you can be smart about it and develop them. Don't give them right away pop 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 like action music, but give like ta 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 ta
the space.
and then ta 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 ta. You know, remember always like play like always write music, always write a phrase, not just like la 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 la, but like a little phrase. You know, like a melody.
Yeah.
And again, you can sing it. It's and then you know.
Cool.
Just clean
Where
it
is that?
after.
Measure 27. So that's
It starts on 26. I think it's violin. Oh, there are also pizzicatos doing something. Oh yeah, cool. Could be pizzicatos. Now remember that a lot of pizzicatos in a row without a break is kind of hard for strings.
okay.
They don't like it that much. Ask Tchaikovsky. He has it in one of the symphony, but
maybe they're doing staccato so that it can carry
little
over.
spiccatos, you know. You can use them, like let's say this first measure. And then and then maybe every measure.
Nice.
Stop.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cool. Okay, let's listen to something wrong now. Why not use here? When was the last time you used your motive? Why not? Why is this motive here actually?
In my mind, like during this, it's like all going really well. Did it on stage, like with the,
and then she has a second
wedding,
thought.
and then it's like and then I think I just want the audience to realize that she's having this.
Cool, that's great. How about we should probably put it here too?
Okay,
because
cool.
because it's just before something wrong, but we don't want to use 3 motives the same
Exactly
way.
the same, right?
So why don't you remove like 1 voice or like 2 voices from that?
Cool. Oh, that'd be so cool.
Yeah, to just reduce. So we always want to save our energy, right? And very often when I work on my stuff, like I write the climax first, or I write the most dramatic things first. And then I'm like, okay, now I have to go back and remove things.
Right.
So
that's
this
easier.
dramatic, yeah, it's easier for sure. So I think this motive should be here somewhere.
Great.
Let's see. Also, it's kind of jazzy here if you put it, but maybe you change the chords a little bit. But I think it should be like it's like a bell, you know, like. You know, something is wrong.
Yeah.
It's like a reminder.
Yep. Cool.
What is this sound with? Is it a pad?
Yeah, it's synth.
It's a synth. Sounds almost like a clarinet a little bit. Okay, this unique pad.
I don't know, that's what it's called.
This is so funny because it sounds almost like a clarinet.
It's kind of cool, right?
I like that you use pad here because, again, she has second thoughts. Maybe it's like a little bit loud. Let's just put it down.
Yeah.
And maybe you can work with like more reverb on it. I mean, it actually has a lot of reverb. Maybe it can like move in panorama a little bit.
That'd be cool.
So that it's and also quiet for sure because it's kind of there.
But you don't want it to be like...
You don't want it to be like,
overwhelming.
Here is my pad. We just had string quartet. Now,
Here
my pad.
Look at this cool pad I found.
Yeah, exactly. we wanted to serve some idea, right? So, I like strings or pads. What you have here is nice. Okay, now you have this little effect.
Oh, we can mute those actually. I think I'm going to. I think I'm going to change it to like the concept is there, but I'm going to change it to the. We talked about like a.
Yeah, we talked about like real
slower,
typewriter, but maybe it's too early for that.
I think it might be in the wrong spot for
yeah,
that at all.
And I think the writing right now is so beautiful. There is a cello. I don't want anything to disturb me.
Yeah,
it's beautiful. Nice. You know what I think could also work here? Because before, you don't have any low end, like any bass or anything.
Oh, right, true.
So we want to make it contrasting, and it is contrasting right now for sure. But if you add bass, it can just follow the harmony of piano.
That would be nice.
To have this nice, sad
like
feeling.
Low. Yeah, that'd be really nice. Do you think, in addition to all of this, like to add?
Yeah,
cool.
I would just add like very soft,
like
not super, intense. Not like how cool bass I found just now, but like even like samples, contrabasses, you know, just very low expression and very soft.
Cool.
I like it. I love how you use strings for sure. It's beautiful.
Thank you.
It's not even clashing. I feel like piano harmony here is so special. I think like I'm missing some voices in strings. So like just see if you can
add those back in,
or like change viola or second violin. It's like here's actually no, it's beautiful. Bass, if you had bass. Again, why they stop playing? They just stopped playing. They were like, finally,
I became
we're playing
exhausted.
some music.
So I've been writing strings all day.
I always appreciate honesty, but the musical phrase is still continuing. It's going, and it's not changing. So if you remove something very abruptly, there should be a reason.
Okay.
Why everyone stopped playing? Oh my God, something happened, right? Not just like,
are they okay?
I'm out of ideas, right? So no, they should continue. And I like how you doing little melodies here and there in strings. I think this is a very nice approach.
Cool.
And the cello goes very high to the register, so feel free to use viola low register here because the cello is going up.
Cool.
And as we know from after the Sunday session, you can never go wrong with cello.
Yeah.
Playing in the high register is beautiful, and it's soaring, it's sad, it's beautiful.
Just keep everyone going.
Yeah, they should continue.
Yeah. Okay.
They should not stop.
Okay. Oh no, this part's okay.
No,
it's into the
great.
next part.
It's kind of very sad though. It's like something really bad happened.
Yeah, that's okay. That's good because they're supposed to be. It's like wedding party is all going away, and it's just him and her, and they're fighting. But I don't want the music to be like fast fighting. I want it to be kind of like almost sad and sweet, but then a really intense
and it
dance
feels like
on
something
stage.
ended. Yeah, it feels like good. And now I'm thinking like about this transition. So that's a very smooth transition. Let's see. Let's say they're still playing. They're still playing their lines, and then they stopped here. No, it's beautiful. And I like how you use the leitmotif. Wow.
Does it work?
No, it works.
It does?
It
That's why I
does.
made that face. Oh, thank God.
No,
I was
no.
like, I don't know.
Wow, you did some great job with this
Okay,
transition. Let's
cool.
see.
Thank you.
So she find the lead. Is he still there? The character?
No,
Or
he's
she-
gone now.
Okay, he's gone. I love the modulation.
Phew. It took
Phew.
me forever. It's
Well,
just that
it's
one note,
worth
but
it.
it worked.
Obviously, a
Oh,
little bit
good.
loud,
Yay.
though.
Okay.
See if you can move the strings less here, because she's the main, the voice is the main thing
Yeah.
here.
Great.
Don't
That's
distract
easy.
me with like these octaves.
Okay.
Like it
This
should be
is
one
nice.
note
Okay,
actually.
great.
Just octave, maybe viola and violin. Again, why they stop playing all together here?
I thought it was very dramatic, but maybe not.
No, it is dramatic, but why is it dramatic here on the second phrase of her singing?
Right.
Like why not the opposite? She starts singing, they don't play, and then you add things.
Yeah.
Because we always want to develop things, we build things. There should be a reason why they stop playing. Maybe she's singing some very important words like that, changing the scene like right away.
Right.
I don't think so though.
No.
So there should be always ask yourself like why they're playing right now, what are they doing, and why they don't play here. Okay, this is like a little clashing here happening between voice. Da, 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 strings. Da, da, da. Either choose another note from a harmony,
Okay.
or maybe I don't know. I think it's better to use another note.
Okay.
So it's not clashing with the da da da. Cool. Here we can add a little bit more harmony already. Maybe cello, there's like viola and violin right now, right? Playing an octave. Because the melody is developing, the harmony is changing, so maybe like this string pad, can go more. Okay, and now she stopped singing, and strings are just like one note.
Oh, this will be helpful.
And piano la da 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 da
Yeah,
da 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 da. So strings should evolve
momentum
too.
in the string.
Yes.
Okay.
So we're building a form. That's the hardest thing to do in music, actually.
Yeah.
Yes. So cool. And then. So that's the same material as we had before.
Yeah, this second section, it's going to be the same, like motifically as the beginning, but now she's seeing it in a new world. And I haven't worked too much on the strings on this, but would love to hear what you think about what I should get myself into.
I think it's lovely. I think it's like in bass again. Like I feel it could be. It's an instrumental section here. I feel like the whole piece is like, where's the bass?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it doesn't have to be everywhere, but sometimes I just want to feel, the slow frequencies.
Yep.
It gives you so much foundation, like so much feeling of the harmony, you know, and then you can extend your range, because right now the range is also, it's a piano range.
Yeah.
This is like how Ryan plays with two hands. The strings kind of doing the same.
Okay.
They can also go very high.
Right.
You know what sounds really cool on strings, and you heard it on Sunday? Harmonics.
Oh yeah.
They sound so cool.
Oh yeah.
Like
I'm
in
not that.
anything suspenseful, like anything that she's not sure about things, you know, harmonics.
Cool.
Because they're not sure how to play it. So I'm just kidding. We're not sure how to notate them. But really, strings have so many different, you know, ways, like tremolo, sultasto. We'll figure out on the recording, but harmonics for sure could be somewhere. But probably not here. Here they are developing.
Sure.
And maybe explore the idea of doing like contrabass pizzicato.
Ooh, nice.
To get more rhythm, more groove here.
Okay.
Yeah. I like strings, it's cool. But I really feel the bass.
Like it needs bass, yeah.
It's so very local right now. Now with Ryan playing here, I don't understand. Like, is piano doing like diminuendo?
So
kind of?
what we thought of, like today actually, we were talking about it, and I think we want to get rid of the piano in this section and just have it be really fully orchestrated and get rid of his piano. What do you think about that?
Well, think about like how string quartets sound. Does it sound like fully orchestrated?
No, it would have to be like very
layers, like
like a lot of layers. And what do you think?
I don't know. Well, I don't know. It feels like it's a transition to the past. It's a new section. I feel, and the material itself is so moving.
Right.
And the piano is beautiful, actually.
Okay.
I think I would not
Leave
do.
it in? Okay.
Yeah, I think that just string quartet is just gonna sound too small.
Yeah.
It's not gonna sound like string orchestra, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, well, it's up to you, but I think it's actually good already. It just needs some bass.
Yeah.
Okay, what's happening here? So we went. So she found the letters. Now we see the past, the characters from the letters, and the music sounds like everything is good, right? They're, I don't know what they're doing. They're dancing, right?
Yeah.
What is wrong here? What's happening here? Why we are? What's going on?
So
Why
it's
is it so
it's like
mysterious?
the same parallel that's happening to her is happening to this girl in the past, where she's with this man when she's unhappy. So it's kind of the same. So don't worry about my sound design. It's leaving.
Okay. I love the vocals. Oof. It's kind of mysterious almost. Magical. No, it's a beautiful section.
Cool.
It's a I wonder like how you can transition to it from here. Yeah, something is really wrong. I mean, if it's something is really, I mean, not in the music.
Yeah.
So like, if it's, I guess it's a question for director, if it's
gonna work.
If it's gonna work, yes.
And it's gonna read.
So because I cannot, I don't know what is gonna be on the stage.
Right.
But these vocals are beautiful. And just cello. And there's another section?
Yeah, that's kind of just a sketch for like a transition into the next piece, so I haven't done anything with it besides.
No, this is a huge progress. I mean, it's almost done. Just a little, and then when we will be working on the scores, like you will be also able to clean the voicing and stuff like that. But overall, I think, yeah,
cool.
It's great.
Thank you.
So remember about the leitmotif.
Yes,
so work on this one.
That'll be great.
And then
just some of the
overall
voicing and
the voicing. If you use shorts and longs, try to not use them at the same time.
Okay.
If you use additional degree in your chord, like additional note in your chord,
make sure it's
like additional 9 or additional
up high
4 or whatever. Like it's always should go to the higher register than to the lowest. Adding bass. Also good idea. What else we were talking about? Well, you wrote it down.
Yep.
Yeah, great.
Cool. Yay.
What are we doing?
Thank you. What time is it? I have time to show you the changes I made.
Yeah, let's do it.
For the other one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
This is like switching moods, pop song. Well,
great.
it's still in the same world, so it's still string writing and all of that.
Is it with the low bass, low drums?
Yeah.
That one?
Yeah.
Yeah. I love it.
And my scratch vocals are clipping just like that.
Oh, it's gonna clip?
My scratch vocals.
Okay. That's fine. It's just a draft.
Yeah.
Did you think it would be over if you could dream it all away? Don't you see I'm getting closer, that this isn't just a phase? Breathe, I'll finally breathe, finally be what I was afraid of. Something deep inside me says that I should be ashamed. So hold my head and tell me that my pain is not a lonely sideshow for someone else's game. One day I'll be strong enough to reach out in vain and breathe. I'll finally breathe. I'll finally be what I was afraid of. Breathe. I'll finally breathe. Finally be what I was afraid of. Please, world, I'm a woman, not a bride. Wasn't born to be your prettiest new prize. See her, my glittery disguise. I can barely have you, but all we do is hide. Breathe, I'll finally breathe, finally breathe. Maybe you're an angel, devil in disguise. Either way, I'm falling from a height.
Oh. There's more, okay.
Please want to see her.
Wow, that's a huge progress. I
Much
mean, I
better,
almost
right?
had goosebumps. Almost. Next time for sure. No, it's good. I think like okay, it's good, right? So I said it's good. Now let me tell you what is wrong with it. I mean, this.
Is it too much noise?
I don't know. know,
It's too weird.
It just sounds like a
Distracting.
bat is flying somewhere, you know, like in the cave. Like you are the center of everything.
Yeah,
The voice
I
is
am.
center of everything. Well, it's just like I don't think
What
it's
is
time
this?
for sound design.
Okay,
here.
okay.
Like if you want to use it as a part of like theatrical thing because it's typing, because it's letters.
Sure, right.
I mean, yeah, okay. But I don't think it's a musical sound for this very, very strong pop song. I mean, it's a hit. Like,
Yeah,
it's
right,
catchy.
right.
So it's you know. So that's the first thing. Second thing is the strings could do so much better,
Okay, great.
right?
Yeah.
So it's so common when in the climax they do like,
Yeah.
I know it's hard to, it's,
Yeah.
it's hard to produce it with samples, you know,
Yeah.
this runs is very hard to write.
Right.
So what I do sometimes is I combine legato, tremolo, and staccato samples and I play it.
Oh.
You know, at the same time. Now you cannot probably play that fast because you're not a piano person, but you can
slow it really
slow
far
it
That's what I
down,
do.
right?
Yes.
Then just don't forget the main theme, yeah. And then
Okay.
you know, because this is just so obvious that it should be here.
Yeah.
You know, it's
Yeah.
it's just
Like the big
idiomatic.
movement.
Yes. That's form is almost there.
Okay.
Like I feel the ending was I was like, oh, what just happened? You know.
Okay.
Yeah. What if you stay on this chord?
Oh, cool.
Super effective,
Then-
dramatic.
Yeah.
And then it's what is it? Diminished chord, right? It is
Uh-huh.
diminished. It's super dissonant. It's unsettling.
And then it's not like a weird resolve. It's not really
no,
a
don't
resolve.
resolve
Right.
it.
Okay.
No,
Okay.
you don't want to resolve. You resolve in the end.
Yep.
And don't do downbeat. Just da 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 da. And then long tail. And then the end. This one.
Cool.
With some like very modest viola doing a little bit of melody.
Yep.
Nothing too expressive, very like just it makes sense,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And then and I like that you don't resolve it. You don't resolve it, right?
Mm-mm.
Great. So yeah, this chord is fantastic. And then
Cool.
but when you resolve, I'm like, okay, we're back to the key.
Yes.
Great.
That's perfect.
That's the first thing. Okay, let's go very quickly from the top.
Did you think it would be over if you could dream it all away?
What I wonder what will happen if you have piano just doing chords. Da da da.
Oh, nice.
Da, 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 da. Because after that there is another verse when it's the same pattern and the
Yeah.
same intensity.
Yeah.
So what if you just do cello
Just-
and
and
long
then-
chords of piano?
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Think it would be over
Okay, no typing.
if you could
Down.
dream it all away. Don't
Maybe
you
here down.
see I'm getting
Down.
close.
Right.
That this
Save some energy.
Okay.
is the face. Breathe, oh, finally breathe.
Now I wonder what if we don't use it here yet?
Okay.
Afraid of.
Great.
Like let's say look how many times you use this
Yeah, it's a lot.
splice sample, which we all use.
It's a good one, though, right?
Yeah, it is a good one. But just like it is good and it's amazing. But like if you use it over and over again, we're like, oh my
Bored
god,
of
it's
it.
this sample again.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Something deep
Could be cool to try here.
what I was afraid of. Something deep
Like
inside.
very long, very soft cymbal as well.
Okay.
Like very, very not like shh, you know,
Yeah,
but like
yeah.
shh,
Yeah.
you know. Could be worth to try.
Something deep inside me says that I should be ashamed. So hold
So
my
this
hand.
note.
Something deep inside me says that I should be
Why piano is doing ta ta
And then
ta ta. The rest. There's like a rest in piano. The pause.
Something deep inside me says that I should.
Where is it? Where is the piano?
Is it up more? Is that all the way to the top?
Let's see. Oh, north. Yes. Can we listen to it?
Yeah.
The solo. Yeah. You see this rest here?
Oh, weird.
So should be a reason for that, right? No, there should not be this rest here.
Yeah, no.
Because it's throwing me.
Something deep inside me says that I
Oh, you're
should.
right. Yeah, that's weird.
Because the
I
song,
didn't
the
catch that.
whole idea of the song, it's like it's a very long phrase. It's just
Yeah.
like accumulating the energy more
Right.
and more and more, never stop. And if
And
it
it's like-
stop, it's because it's dramatic, not because someone is like,
Yeah.
forgot to put the
Yeah,
pedal,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
To hold
Where was that?
my head.
It was around
16-ish?
16-ish, yes.
That I should be ashamed to hold my head and tell me that my
And it's a development. So the second verse, the piano could be a little bit more intense, more like expressive.
pain.
And then viola can play not just like long notes, but like maybe
Okay.
smaller melodies, like let's say.
Something deep inside me says that I should be ashamed to hold my head and tell me that my pain is not a lonely sideshow for someone else's game.
It's playing it.
One day
Maybe
I'll be
louder.
strong enough
Okay.
to reach out in vain and breathe. I'll finally breathe.
This is
I'll
good.
finally be what I
I can hear this edit, but it's fine.
Yeah, terrible.
breathe. I'll finally breathe. Finally.
Now piano is doing crescendo, you're doing crescendo, strings are like, we're not gonna do crescendo. We need a conductor for that. No, like cue us, you know?
Okay.
They should do crescendo too. Expression should change, right?
Be what I
Especially here, it's modulating. Something like that.
Prettiest new prize. See her, my glittery disguise. I can barely love you when all we do is hide. Breathe,
And then here, like even more. So next step of expressivity.
breathe, I'll finally.
And they're playing octaves. Like why are they playing octaves? It's the
kind of
next
boring, right?
next level of expressivity. They should change the range. Maybe play some runs already, like
Great.
a little, like
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
They're too relaxed.
Okay.
Baby, you're an angel.
Here is a problem because I don't know what you're doing. Like, are you building more or you baking? You don't know yourself.
I was gonna say backing down, but
But then you
it's
have
not
to.
really. It's
If
not
you
really
want
that.
to do that, that's fine. But then you have to build this one and really drop the energy
Energy,
so that
okay,
it works. Now it might be hard for you to build the whole thing, but I mean it's possible for
Okay.
sure. Maybe bass could be added here.
Baby, you're an angel, devil in disguise.
Yeah.
Because strings are doing fine.
Falling from a height.
I love this one. But there's lack of low end.
Yeah.
Love it. And sometimes, like maybe snare.
Yes. Yep. Yeah.
And then we'll
Yeah. More variation in the drums.
also, are there brass somewhere?
There are.
Cool, I love it.
But we're gonna change the brass a little bit. We just are waiting to get the bass line.
Uh-huh.
Corey's gonna play the bass on this one.
Good.
And I'm just gonna be like, here you
Corey,
go, play the bass.
I love the brass here.
Yeah, it can go even more, right?
And stay the chord.
Yeah.
days won't see her.
Yeah, and long tail. Great job.
Cool,
Awesome.
thank you. Let me make sure I wrote the viola at the end or string at the end.
It's almost there. This song is almost there.
Almost there, right?
Mhm,
Yay!
Great job.
Thank you.
All right. Well,
Cool.
thank you for the lesson.
Thank you for the lesson. Amazing as always.
All right. Bye.